All right, are you ready for a bit of a rant? It is July 11th, which is actually, I think, old childhood friend's birthday. This may end up being so long that I may need to do a couple videos and offload this, so we will see how that goes. And this is going to be a bit scattered because a lot has happened since I last made a video, and I have quite the list of things to catch you up on. All right, let's see. I'll just start from the top. Okay, I've been reading this book called Essentialism, and it's been really good. Rapid fire, let's go. It's been really good, and it's talking about when something that hit recently was that when a company or a team doesn't have clear goals and clear, like, defined roles, they end up being scattered and kind of all over the place. And that totally brought me back to my last job that I had, and I felt very scattered, very all over the place. And there was no like, hey, here's how you can improve, and here's how we know that you've improved. There was none of that. It was very much just like, figure it out. If you can't figure it out, even though we don't know what you're figuring out. So that kind of triggered something in me. Work-related stuff. I have a interview tomorrow, which is great. Another interview kind of on Wednesday. I'm very tiny, dipping my toes into getting a job. I've been living off of my savings, and my savings has gone down quite a bit since it's been about 7 months since I've had a job. Other than, mowing the lawn and the podcast, which really doesn't bring in that much money, but those are things that bring me joy. I don't like the idea of jumping back into work, but I also am not going to be, I consider it like a liability for Steven, even though when we get married, I'm already living off of like free rent, which saves me a ton of money, which I appreciate. But I also feel like I want to contribute as much as I can and be wise with our money. Speaking of money, this is a really big deal. Steven and I are debt free now. So we have paid off all of our debts, which feels so amazing to be going into this marriage without any debt. Like, that feels phenomenal. I'm really, really excited about that. He finished paying off his truck, and it feels amazing. So, really happy about that. With all of our toys and all of our vehicles, I feel like the Taylor side of me, where there's a bunch of vehicles and a bunch of toys, is coming into play, because we already have a lot as it is for just us two. But hey, we can sell them and we won't have any debt. We just make a bunch of money off of them, which is actually really nice. Okay. Moving on, I did make my last video, which was about Steven's reenlistment. I'm really proud of him. My dad was really sweet and texted him about, like, telling him he thinks that was a good move. And my mom and my dad sent Steven a package with a really sweet letter to him telling him that they're proud of him. And so it's really neat to see the relationship with my parents and him, like, growing. And I don't know. And like, I'm getting closer. Like, I called Steven's dad the other day and we just had a nice talk, and it's just really nice. It's so nice to know that, like, we're starting this, like, stable, healthy relationship. I don't know. I like it. It's really nice. All right. I've been working out very consistently. So crazy. When I stopped working at my job in December, I was not taking very good care of myself, wasn't eating well, wasn't reading my Bible, wasn't like working out, wasn't at a healthy weight, wasn't anything. Now I've seen, it's amazing. Like, my phone shows me, and my watch shows me, like, the trends of how I'm, like, progressing and stuff. And so it's really neat to be able to see, like, it's just gone up since December. It's really neat to be able to see my health and just everything, every area of my life I feel like that I prioritize has gotten so much better, which is amazing. Now I'm just going to try to integrate work back into that and be able to still prioritize my, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, all of that health. And I'm still going to counseling like every week. Highly recommend anybody to go to counseling regularly, because no person is perfect, and we all have something to work on, especially in a marriage. This is something that I'm seeing. I so want to continue going to counseling with Steven, because it's already hard enough to live life as it is as a single person, which I think just as a single person, you should be going to see a therapist like weekly. On top of that, like having two independent people with their own everything and their own lives and own baggage and their own everything, trying to like integrate is another layer. So I very much appreciate that Steven is open to that and has really, I think, strengthened our relationship. So yes, I've been getting healthy. I've been gaining weight, not a ton, but I've been eating more, gaining weight, working out consistently, and it feels good. I'm feeling good about it. And Steven has too. He hasn't been gaining weight, but he's been working out consistently in Japan, which is awesome. Let's see. My friend Marie, as you saw, came to visit, and that was really nice to have her. It was kind of perfect timing for her to come and for me to start I made a bunch of friends recently. It's kind of crazy. It's been really nice. Been going to Stroller Warriors. I don't know if I've told you this. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Been going to Stroller Warriors. Been going to like a sweat camp, boot camp, like a class, like a drop-in class, getting to know people there, been getting to know some of the people in the neighborhood, trying to get involved more on like the wives Facebook page, trying to be a light and be encouraging and not just wife drama. Like today my post was like a motivational Monday type of thing, because today's Monday, of like asking what are some podcasts that you're listening to that are like bringing good into your life or speaking truth or like encouraging you, and I added mine in. So I want to encourage more of that kind of conversation rather than the drama, I think. Then let's see. Oh yes, my Steven's registration for his car is all taken care of. My registration for my car is all taken care of. The motorcycle now I'll be taking tomorrow to go get inspected. I didn't even know you had to get a motorcycle inspected, so that will be tomorrow. I will be taking care of that tomorrow. And then at some point the Camry's gonna come right after that, and at some point the trailer's gonna come right after that. And then I think we're good. And then I don't think there's anything else until Steven gets back, which will be good. Yes, so I was saying like the timing of the birds leaving and like making new friends and Marie visit was perfect, because like the baby birds left and then made new friends and Marie was here, so it's like I've been distracted. I planted some new plants. A neighbor gave me a jalapeno pepper plant, which is awesome. And then I planted 2 ferns, so I'm excited about that. And then at the top of the stairs, to kind of start draping over the banister and the railing and stuff, I put another kind of creeping plant, which is really lovely. I'm excited about that to grow. Wedding stuff as of late, it looks like Steven and I will probably be eloping in December at a beautiful location, which I'm very excited about. And then we'll probably be pushing the wedding, and I think I might have actually said this with Marie, pushing the wedding to the spring and having some sort of reception in California too. So that constantly keeps changing. It's been really hot. So the beginning, like the end, mid-June to like the end of June was really, really hot, like crazy hot, really humid, really yucky. Definitely different than last year. Last year was much more manageable. And then the last week, it's been super rainy, also hot, but very rainy, lots of storms. And then today was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Like the sun is coming out right now, which is exciting. And then I mowed the lawn this morning, and it was like low 70s. I couldn't have asked for better, could not have asked for better weather, to be honest. That was pretty phenomenal. And then I came back and I passed out, because apparently that happens every time I mow the lawn. I get exhausted and I just have to sleep. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why I keep getting so tired after mowing the lawn. I will probably do some yoga later just to get some blood flowing. And then tomorrow I'll have Stroller Warriors, which will be good. I like those girls a lot. Oh, and then I started going to a book club. Like, I am not a book club person, but hey, I know that people who read are known as to be like smarter and wiser people. So hey, is an opportunity for me. I'm reading a book called The Midnight Library, which is not really my type. It's fiction. I don't really read fiction. I read self-help books mostly. So I'm stretching myself, but it's an opportunity for me to get to know some more girls. And I listened to this really good sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. I listened to this amazing podcast today. It's by The Anatomy of Us, and they talk about like making sure that the people around you, like that your closest friends are like quality people. Because like, and they push you in a way, that sorry, I got a text and it distracted. Well, I kind of called it, so I knew that was going to happen. We'll see how long this one is. I offloaded that one. We'll see how this one goes. All right, so I don't even remember what I was talking about. It being hot. Did the lawn mowing. It was really nice. Trying to be a light inside of like the wives group. I don't know. Who knows what I was talking about? I went swimming with actually the girl who did our Steven and my photo shoot before he left. I went swimming with her and her adorable little baby. He's so cute. So that was really fun. And then let's see, the course, the creative community, like the creative course for the business course for creatives is going good. My freedom to I'm sorry, I don't know how much longer this is gonna last. All right, so the last things I wanted to talk about were, I wanted to show you some of my newest products. So I created this one for a friend of mine, and it has like this really lovely gold shimmers. This is her logo for her feather. I made this one, which also has some gold pieces on it. Take 200. Like I was saying, this is Courage Dear Heart that has the nice little like gold shiny pieces on it. And then I kind of recreated this from a piece that was at Hobby Lobby, but I painted it. It was like broken, and I painted it and like added some separate beads and like some hanging pieces. So this is going to go into my desert collection. And then I have another piece here, which is not done yet, but it's in the process of being finished and finalized. And I think that's it for like my new products. So business stuff is going good and working well. Let's see. I think the last thing I wanted to just give up. Goodness gracious. I gave up on my phone because it kept... I don't even have to look over here now. Now I can look up here. I'm just going to record this on my laptop now because I'm giving up on that. It's too many edits. The last thing I wanted to kind of speak into without putting my foot in my mouth and before I say anything I shouldn't is I think I still really miss the boys. I think it's been really tough going, and I think I've said this multiple times, like it's been really tough going from constantly having like 3 people to talk with every single day to not having, like to only talking to one of them every single day and only through like a camera. The other 2 have kind of disappeared, and I think that's been kind of tough. And now there are some plans in the work of me potentially not seeing them like at all because they may be moving really far away. And I think it's just a little bit hard to hear that stuff through the grapevine, and I really feel for Steven. I feel bad for Steven. I don't know. I feel bad that things are not being communicated to Steven, and that's all I'm gonna say. I feel really bad for him wanting to be close to the boys, and I want to be close to the boys too. So I think there's a lot of processing going on right now when it comes to so many changes for them, and I really feel for them too, and I hope that they can get counseling. I think, like I said, everybody needs counseling, and I just hope that at least even when they become adults, they can get some counseling to work through some of this stuff. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to support them. I don't know how to be. I kind of feel like I just have to watch from afar. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help other than just support Steven the best that I can. I think that's it. I think I'm just a little heavy-hearted with more sudden changes that are coming to play. But hey, I don't have to be in control. I don't have to be in control. And I think that I was listening to a really good podcast of like identity and purpose are different, and my purpose will always be the same of loving God and loving people. But like, no, sorry, I think it's the other way around. My identity is in like this churchy talk, but like my identity is in Christ. And so like no matter what I do, no matter who I marry, no matter where I go, no matter what happens in my life or what, like, I think I'm explaining this podcast really terribly, but it's pretty much saying like I am who I am, and I will continue to evolve and change, but like my purpose is still to love God and to love people the best that I can, like Christ did in his life, like no matter like who I marry or what. And then on top of that, like other things in life are going to change. There's going to be different seasons in life. And there was a phrase in it. It was like, there was a phrase in the episode, and it was like, God's purpose for you is not changed by seasons, and seasons in life or seasons in whatever. So I thought that was it was really helpful for me to kind of recenter on like, you know what, like all I can do is the best I can and love the boys the best that I can and love Steven, who is going to be my priority, who is my priority right now. Yeah, I just want to focus so much on this marriage and really make it the very possible successful marriage that I can ever have, because I don't ever plan on ever getting married again. This is it. This is my one and only. So that's it. I don't really think I have anything else to share. Hopefully I didn't say too much. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me.